93% of women who try to lose fat make the mistake of cutting carbs, skipping meals, doing endless cardio, only to lose a few pounds and gain it all back. In this video, I'll break down the 3 simple steps to eat in a way that helps you burn fat fast and actually sustain your results without starving yourself or giving up the foods you love. My name is Zira. I'm a fitness and nutrition coach, and with my partner Terry, a neuropsychology and body image coach, we help people over 40 to escape diet prison, lose fat, build muscle, and boost confidence and energy. If you resonate with achieving these things, then hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because we'll be posting videos every week to help you become the best version of yourself. Step number 1, focus on protein, not carbs. Why protein becomes your secret super weapon for fat loss, especially for women over 40. Protein preserves lean muscle as your hormones shift. So as we age, and especially through perimenopause and menopause, we naturally lose lean muscle mass. And a good chunk of that happens simply because of hormonal changes, not because you're doing anything wrong. Why does that matter? The more muscle you have, the more calories your body burns at rest. So your metabolic engine stays fired up. Research shows that when older adults, 50 plus years, ate higher protein diets while losing weight, they retained more muscle mass and lost more fat than those on lower protein diets. You want to boost your calorie burn simply by eating more protein. Protein isn't just about muscle, it also has a higher thermic effect than carbs or fats, meaning when you eat protein, your body uses more energy, so burn more calories, to digest and process it. So it's like a double win. You preserve muscle and your body uses more calories just to process your food. Additionally, protein keeps your appetite in check and reduces cravings. If you've ever wondered, why am I starving all the time? Low protein can be a major reason for this. Studies show that higher protein intake helps people feel fuller, less tempted by snacks, and more stable in their eating. And this is gold when you're trying to lose fat, but also stay sane and enjoy life. There's a strong connection between hormones, aging, and protein. And for women over 40, as estrogen drops, insulin resistance often develops, meaning that your cells become less responsive to insulin. And that shift can lead to more fat storage, especially around the belly. So making sure you get enough quality protein helps your body handle those metabolic changes better. So what's a good target for you? The answer is, it depends. There's no one size fits all, as protein intake will depend on your age, gender, weight, activity level, medical history, and so on. Research suggests aiming for around 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, or 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, is a good starting point. So for example, if you weigh 70 kg, which is 154 pounds, that's roughly 112 to 154 grams of protein per day. So if you say to me, but Zira, I googled this and the standard minimum recommended dietary allowance is 0.8 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight, or 0.36 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Why do you tell me that I need to double that? Because those recommendations are the bare minimum to prevent deficiency, not to build muscle, not to manage weight, or not to support hormonal health. So remember, ladies over 40, you're working with hormonal changes, metabolism, everything is changing, you have various goals, and so on. So we need to aim for those higher protein intake levels. So let's look at some real life meal idea swaps. First of all, stop skipping breakfast. This is one of the most important meals of the day. Greek yogurt, berries, a handful of nuts, 2 tablespoons of chia or flaxseed. This kills the I'll graze or morning vibe. That was hard to say. Lunch. Grilled chicken, breakfast or tofu if you're vegetarian, with some mixed veggies and a sprinkle of quinoa or lentils. Always eat your protein first, as this is gonna keep you feel full, and then your veggies, and then your starchy carbs. So that's just another hack. Dinner. Baked salmon or tempeh with some roasted non-starchy veg and a drizzle of olive oil. This is delicious, satisfying, and really hormone supporting. And if you're going for snacks, hard-boiled eggs, cottage cheese with berries, or a shake with good quality protein powder. These snacks ideas are easy to prepare and they are very filling. So let's see how we can balance your meals with smart carbs and healthy fats. When it comes to sustainable fat loss, cutting out all carbohydrates is not only unnecessary, it can actually be counterproductive, especially for women over 40. The key lies in choosing high-quality, fiber-rich carbs and pairing them with healthy fats to support hormonal balance and blood sugar stability, and of course protein, which we just discussed. Carbs like oats, quinoa, legumes, and fruits are complex in structure, which means they digest more slowly than processed, refined carbs, such as white bread or pastry and pasta, white pasta. So this slower digestion results in a more gradual release of glucose into the bloodstream, helping to prevent the dramatic blood sugar spikes and crashes that can trigger hunger, cravings, and mood swings. Harvard's nutrition source highlights that dietary fiber from these sources not only improve glycemic control, but also support gut health, both crucial for metabolic and hormonal regulation during perimenopause and menopause. Pairing these carbs with healthy fats such as avocado, olive oil, avocado oil, nuts, seeds, or fatty fish further enhances this effect. Fats slow the gastric emptying process, increasing satiety and reducing the likelihood of overeating. Beyond that, fats are essential for the production of key sex hormones, absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, K, and for maintaining healthy skin, brain, and nerve function. These nutrients are especially vital for women over 40 whose natural hormonal fluctuations require additional support through the diet. Instead of following rigid low-carb rules, focus on balance, such as the Mediterranean diet, which is an anti-inflammatory way of eating. It emphasizes whole foods that I just described: veg, fruits, legumes, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Foods rich in fiber, antioxidants, and omega-3s, all of which support hormone regulation, metabolic health, and stable blood sugar. I like to think of your plate in thirds for a balanced, fat loss-friendly approach. So 1/3 should be high-quality lean protein to support muscle and satiety. 1/3 should be smart, fiber-rich carbs like quinoa, legumes, or sweet potato to fuel energy and stabilize blood sugar. And the last third should be non-starchy veg for fiber, nutrients, and volume. Then top it off with a small portion of healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or seeds to support hormone health and keep you feeling full longer. We actually have a free training for men and women over 40 who want to break free from diet prison while building a strong and lean body they love and have more energy without starving. So get access now using the link in the description. Let's talk about how to create a calorie deficit you can actually stick to. The most important factor for fat loss, regardless of your age, hormones, and metabolism, is a consistent calorie deficit. But here's the key. It must be small enough to sustain and large enough to be effective. A lot of women fall into the trap of slashing calories too aggressively, cutting down 1,200, 1,400 calories per day, or even lower than that, below that, and wondering why they feel exhausted, moody, and stuck. This slows your metabolism, spikes hunger hormones like ghrelin, and tanks leptin, the hormone that signals fullness. So your body then fights back by conserving energy and increasing cravings, making it harder to stick with the plan. Instead, research shows that moderate deficit of 15 to 20% below your maintenance calories leads to better long-term results, both physically and mentally. That's typically enough to lose about 0.5 to 1 kilo per week, which might not sound a lot or it doesn't sound too fast, but it's the sweet spot for fat loss without losing muscle, damaging your metabolism, or messing with your hormones. You don't need to count every calorie forever. You can build awareness through mindful eating in terms of slowing down, eating without distractions, forget about watching TV or scrolling on social media while you're having your lunch. These are distractions. Tune into the flavors and how those make you feel, which will help you tune into your hunger and fullness cues. Track your food temporarily using apps like MyFitnessPal to see patterns and hold yourself accountable. Above all, the most effective fat loss strategy is the one you can keep doing. If it fits your life, supports your energy, and doesn't make you feel restricted, you are far more likely to stick with it. And that's where real, lasting transformation happens. Next, I want you to check out this video where we explain whether you should actually use drugs like Ozempic to lose fat faster.